Back here at the Democratic National Convention in Chicago, I'm joined by Ramesh Kapur, the bundler extraordinaire. Ramesh, we've had a few conversations over the years, but this is an interesting one. We actually have an Indian American at the top of a presidential ticket. You've been working in politics for decades. Just give me a sense of how likely this outcome was. I mean, I know you've been putting in the work for a long time, but is it as shocking as it is to me that Vice President Harris has this opportunity to lead the Democratic Party?
See, I've been raising money since 1986 with different politicians who have been running for the presidency, all right? If you're at it for a long time, you get a sense of presidential material, okay? So I had the sense of her being presidential material when she ran for the Senate. I could see it. So I did a fundraiser in my home in Boston for her when she ran for the Senate. And the reason I did it is because she's my DNA. She's one of our own. And we have to realize that if we don't support one of our own, nobody will support, period. Yes, you can be American. Yes, you can be Indian American. Yes, you can have, soft corner to India, with U.S.-India relationship. But at the end of the day, we are Americans. We are born over here. We have decided to give our citizenship away for this country. So that's what you have to start looking at us, our community looking at it, this country. So that's what I did is I started, Kamala Harris was born here. I saw the potential in her. I'd raised money for her. And then she started to run for the presidency. And I was close to Biden since 95. I raised money for him for a long time. But I still supported her and raised money for her. And I did 4 fundraisers for her for the presidency. One I did with Deepak Raj in New York. We did it together. I did one in Ohio. Took the lead in Ohio to do, that was the first fundraiser in Ohio we did for her. And then I participated in Indian American fundraiser that was done in DC, Washington DC. And the other one we did is right in, my senator that was running for the presidency, right in the backyard in Boston, we did one for Kamala Devi Harris. And she was really excited because, doing in an opposition's backyard is really excites them, all right? So that's what we did, okay? And now, I felt next time around, she would have a good shot. Unfortunately for Biden's, and fortunately for us, he had problems, cognitive problems, and she stepped right into it. And out of a note, I said to Biden, I have his private email I sent to him, and I said, after that, the shot at the year of Trump. I knew we were in trouble. That picture with the flag at the back and it's bleeding, all right, with his fist up, I knew we were in trouble, all right. And the problem was his debate, showed that he's got problems. So I'm glad he made that choice. And my suggestion to him was, my heading to him was, pardon Trump and pardon your son after this election is over. Because this country, heal this country, okay? We have to heal this country. And the only way we can heal this country is if after the elections are over, he pardons Trump, right? And pardons his son and move on. And that will help because this guy is going to keep running again and again and again, okay? He's going to lose this time, and he's going to say, oh, it was stolen, all right? And he's going to start raising money and everything, and the country will be divided. Gerald Ford made he made a decision that was against his own interest when he pardoned Nixon, but heal the country. And that was my recommendation. And then my other recommendation to him was that support Kamala Harris for the presidency. She's going to move your legacy forward. Nobody else will move the legacy forward. And then I sent the picture of that, and I told him that there's going to be a bloodbath in the presidency, in the House and the Senate. And fortunately, I was one of the people he might have listened. Maybe I said the right thing, like when I got the caste bill with Gavin, I got him veto. There's something I said that, and I think what I told him that simple is that he needed higher goals. He wanted to run for the higher office, and I said, if you sign that bill, okay, 80% of the population of India is Hindus. What message are you sending to India and the leaders over there? All right, and I think that was the line that really did it in his mind. And he vetoed it. So it's, once you're in politics, you got to understand what is their hot buttons. What it really gets them clicking. What is it? Same thing with Kamala Harris. When I did that fundraiser in the Senate, for Senate when she came in, and I said to her that, I want you to know that Obama was really a white person, okay? What do you mean? Because he was raised by a white mother, he was raised by a white grandfather. He never had a.
Let me ask you one last question here. The last 80 days here, what does Kamala Harris have to do to get over the hump? Just give me your quick point on that.
I think our areas where she'll have to cover is that that she'll have to be a good counterpuncher. Okay, last time. What happened is Tulsi Gabbard gave a sucker punch and she went down. All right, so she's got to improve on that because Tulsi is already giving tips to Trump. Trump wants her to give tips about Kamala Harris. Okay, and the second thing is that I think our other weak point is foreign policy. How is she going to cover foreign policy? See, Obama had foreign policy with Biden, okay? We do not have a foreign policy. That's our weakness over there. So those are the two areas she has to cover, okay? And if she can cover that, that's our weak area. And we can all talk about positive things and everything, but I like to do the areas where you said, how is she going to get elected? Those are two weak areas.